Hey, man, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. Thank you for tuning in. This video, we're just going to chat about a couple plays we had last week and this week that we had go right for us. I didn't make a video last week, got busy with the family, but we're back with another one. And so going forward, what I'm going to try to do is upload a video once a week, along with a couple shorts on picks. So just going back to this week, Thursday Night Football, we had a really good game. So I predicted that Baltimore was going to win that game, which is why we took the over with the passing yards from Lamar Jackson. Once again, man, I said in one of my last videos that I have not missed on taking the overages with Lamar Jackson, whether that's rushing or passing. He actually ended up throwing for PrizePicks. They had an issue. They had him stuck at 217. And I had two plays where I had him going over 224, and then they had the deal going with this one for 210. I took the 210 for this one, and I took 220 for the other one, and I had to actually email PrizePicks because they were saying I didn't hit on that other one with Lamar Jackson, but he actually threw for 290. So we predicted him doing good. I didn't have him going for 290, of course, because the Cincinnati they actually took the lead up until the third. So what I like to do when I place my my four-mans is I like to place my lines. I like to place my picks based on correlation. So since we predicted the Baltimore Ravens to win the game, I predicted he was going to get his 210 easily, and they were going to run the ball. So I was either looking at Derrick Henry with the rushing yards or just rushing yards or attempts. Because typically when teams go up, what do? They run the ball to end the game. So that's why we're looking at Derrick Henry. But we took the touchdown because we have the Green Goblin, and Derrick Henry has scored a touchdown in each of his 8 last games, which I'm pretty sure every game this season he scored at least one touchdown. So man, you couldn't go wrong betting this. And we honestly might take the overs on this one next week again. So the reason why we went with the overs for passing yards and receiving yards for Burrow and Chase is because we predicted that they were going to be down and they're going to have to throw the ball a lot, which they did anyway to stay in that game, to get the lead. And they kept their foot on the gas because they're playing Lamar Jackson, and rightfully so. So obviously we hit going over the passing yards and we hit going over with the receiving yards, which was amazing. Man, 319 and 168. Chase was eating. Burrow was eaten. Unfortunately, that game came down to the final seconds on a 2-point conversion. I wanted them to go to overtime because I thought it would have been interesting, but I get why the Cincinnati Bengals didn't want to go to overtime. They didn't want to take their chances. Lamar Jackson, man, their last 4 drives, 4 straight touchdowns. So I don't disagree with them going for 2, but I don't know, man. I think they had Chase one-on-one. Man, take the shot at your best receiver, dude. He was eating that game. If I'm Joe Burrow, I'm throwing at Chase every single time in the end zone on that 2-yard line. I'm throwing. He had one-on-one. I'm throwing it to Chase all day long. I don't know why they didn't go that way. They ended up throwing it incompletion. Should have been a holding call in the end zone. Ball should have been placed at the 1, but it wasn't. Unfortunately, refs missed. But it was a good game. We hit. We like it. The next pick, man, we had a 6-man go. We took all Green Goblins and hit. We like that. We like to see that. No correlation here. I ain't gonna lie, I was guessing. Once again, we went with the 6-man. We went with the Green Goblins again just to get our bankroll up, and it hit again. So, we like this. This was last week. I didn't make a video about it, but, we hit, increased our bankroll. Going back to this one. All right, this one we did our correlation again. So we did predict that the Jets were going to win that game. So typically, when I was doing my research, looking at the Jets, what I've seen was when the Jets were winning, they did not throw to their running backs as much. He leaned on his wide receivers. So that's why we took the under with Breece Hall getting receiving yards, and we hit. They stayed true to what the data said about their team, and we took the under with Dalton Schultz because once again we looked at the data. Well, I looked at the data, not we. It's just me. I looked at the data with Houston, and I seen that Stroud likes to throw to his wide receivers when they're down. And he typically does not go to his tight end. Even though during this game, man, I got bailed out 3 times because he went deep, 15 plus when he was already at 21 yards. He went to Dalton Schultz 3 times deep. He just missed him every single time. He just missed him. Thank God, because we ended up hitting with this, and we like to see that. So we're gonna go over a couple picks I got for this coming weekend. Once again, we're gonna go with our correlation. So in this, we predict that California is going to win. So we're gonna take the over with their quarterback getting over 286, and we're gonna take his top receiver right now is his tight end. So we're gonna take the over again with the over again on his receiving yards. We're gonna predict he gets over 62, and we're gonna take a look at Texas versus Florida. Once again, we're gonna use our correlation method here. We predict Texas to win. So what do teams usually do when they win? They're gonna run the ball to close out the game. So we took the overage with the rushing yards. So hopefully, they go up big versus Florida. Florida, we predict a big game from them. The overage for the score was I think it was right at 60. So over 60. Most people are leaning towards over 60. So shootout. Hopefully they go up quick, stay up, and then they can run this game out. And we took the overage for, once again, he likes to use his tight end. He's thrown to him a lot this year. So we're going to take the overage on the receiving yards for the tight end. And hopefully with this one, we can cash out, increase our bankroll that much. And man, maybe if we can get 2 more of these 4-mans, we're gonna put together a couple more 4-mans going into Sunday. Sunday football. If we can hit on 2 more of those, man, we can increase our bankroll from $5 here. Maybe start doing some $10 bets and go from there. Hopefully, stay tuned. Same thing, correlation. We're gonna go with San Francisco winning and the Chiefs winning over Denver. So San Francisco over Tampa Bay, and we got Chiefs over Denver. So we're gonna go with Brock Purdy over 225. And we're going to go with Kittle over 59 yards. So I think Kittle's been really good lately. He's been really good for Purdy. I think he's hit over this line. I don't have it in front of me. Sorry, guys. He's hit over this line of 59 3 times out of his last 5. And I can't remember how many times Purdy hit over 225. And Kareem Hunt. So I think they're going to go up on Denver pretty quick, and they're going to run this game out. That's why we took the over on the attempts for rushing yards at 18.5. I think he's going to get closer to 21. Hopefully. And then we took the receiving yards from his best receiver, from his top receiver right now, D-Hop. Hopefully he can get us over 52. He had a big game, I think 2 weeks ago. He had a really big game. I think got over 100. So, hopefully he can go up. Hopefully the Chiefs go up quick and run that game out. Quick game. Get us out of there. Have us cashing this. Man, CSGO has not been kind to me. I am 0 for 6 betting on CSGO. I got a couple picks here. I'm 0 for 6 betting on CSGO. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop betting CSGO for now. I'm going to do some research, try to learn more about the sport, and, just learn more about these teams. But they got so many teams, it's really hard to stay track. So what I need to do is find a friend who really watches CSGO, who plays it, watches it, who can give me some insight on what's going on. I need to do the same for NBA. Even though we've hit on some NBA picks, it's not as consistent as I like it to be. But we'll see going forward because we're going to keep betting on NBA. I don't watch enough NBA. I don't get it. I'm here in Texas. I get the Mavs quite a bit, but I don't really get anything else. And I'm not paying for cable. It's just not happening. So if anybody knows how I can watch some NBA live, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'll watch that and so I can learn more about these teams. But yeah, it's just bad. And then another thing that kind of bothers me with PrizePicks is they won't let me bet on the same team twice. Like I can't have two shark players in one because the correlation. I like to do my 4-mans with correlation, so I would like to have 2 shark players and then 2 whatever the fuck this is. Team playing at the same, on the same 4-man. I would have 2, and so I have 2 of these teams and then 2 Sharks, and make my bets that way, make my picks that way, but I can't. So I tried to go in and find out who I thought would do bad based on their their previous 2 games. That's why I looked at their last 2 games, how they played, and I took their lessons there. So obviously I hit on these 2, but these 2, this team and this team, they went into overtime. No, I think he just went off. He absolutely went off. I wish I would took the over on him. He went off on they swept their team. They swept whoever the fuck this is. MIBR Academy. They swept them easily. He just went off. They went into overtime, and they ended up playing 3 maps instead of 2, and ended up clutching that out and winning that. So he had more kills there. I don't even. I just bad picks. Just bad picks. Not understanding the team. Not understanding the sport too much. Okay. I know what happened here. So for this one, I looked at both these teams, and out of their 5, so I looked at their 5 last games. Each one of these teams, they went to overtime 3 out of the 5. They went to overtime. So I predicted they will all go to overtime again, hopefully, and they would get more than their lines. They did not. He had a good game. He didn't even go over. They didn't go to double overtime. Overtime. They all played their normal 2 maps, and obviously they just didn't hit their lines, of course. But if they would have hit overtime, we would have cashed out pretty good. But did not. So that's it, man. We just got our plays for this following weekend. I feel really good about these 2 formans. We got D Hop going more. We got Kareem Hunt going more. Brock Purdy more. Kittle more. So what we seen last week is give us a nice little confidence boost. The closer we get to Sunday, they usually move these lines. So if they move these lines up, we're looking good. The PrizePicks is looking at the NFL. They're looking at them. Oh man, these guys are gonna clear this until they change the line. So hopefully we go into next week and these lines move, and so we start feeling a little bit better about our picks. And we do not have the auto adjust on none of our picks. I know they give you that option. We turn that off. Do not adjust my picks. I place them on whatever the lines are right now. I don't want to move it, whether I'm taking less or more. Let me stay where I'm at. Don't adjust. And hopefully we've been doing pretty decent at college football. Oh man, I had a bad game in college basketball. It was terrible. I should have never made that pick. But maybe we'll go about it next video. Anyways, that's all I got. If you like these picks, tell them. Let me know. Leave a like on the video, and thank you again for watching.